Hi, and welcome to Auto Order Guitars. My name is Jay, and in this video I'll be showing you how I stuck these pedals to this homemade pedal board that I made out of a pallet. It's an easy one. Let's go. Alright, so here are the pedals I'll be using on this board. One thing you'll want to consider when arranging pedals, regardless if they're going on the board or not, is the power. Most pedals will tell you how much power they require on the bottom, so familiarize yourself with your power supply and pedals first. I'll be using an older power supply by Voodoo Labs, the Pedal Power 2 Plus. It has 8 isolated outputs, 6 of which provide 100 milliamps and 2 provide 250 milliamps. The HXFX requires 1000 milliamps of power, which the outputs of this power supply can't handle, not even if they're all connected together. However, it does have this courtesy plug on the back, which allows me to plug in the wall wart that came with the HXFX to get it the power it needs. Now we have to prepare the bottom of the pedals to be able to stick them to the board. That means removing any feet that may be on the bottom of them. For the HXFX, all I have to do is unscrew the feet, remove them, and then I like to replace the screws just so that I don't lose them. For the pedals that have feet stuck on them, you can use a razor blade to get under them. I have this little scraper that lets you load a razor blade on the front. It makes it a little easier, but it isn't necessary. They come off really easy once you get under them. Just be careful not to scrape the finish off your pedals if you care about that sort of thing. Which, with the way some pedals have been increasing in price over the years, you might want to care at least a little, just in case yours becomes one of the lucky ones. As far as mounting these things to the board, I highly recommend using dual lock. Your first instinct may be to use regular Velcro, but don't. Velcro is not strong enough to hold your pedals on securely, at least not for a long time. They will shift around and eventually fall off as the Velcro gets weaker. Dual lock is much stronger and will keep your pedals on your board way better. It also doesn't wear out as easily as Velcro, so spend the extra few bucks and get dual lock. You won't regret it. Much like Velcro, it's really easy to apply. Simply peel the paper off and stick the sticky side where you want your pedal to go. You can use your razor blade from earlier to do any necessary trimming, and then just mount the pedal. Give it a good and safe push so the two sides of the dual lock in place. Don't break your pedal at this point, kind of defeats the purpose. It's trickier than Velcro to get it to stick, but once it does, your pedal won't go anywhere. Starts to get satisfying at this point because your pedal board begins to take its form. As you connect your cables, you can start dreaming of all those Nickelback tones you're about to get. Or do you prefer Limp Bizkit? Hey, you know what? West Borland's actually pretty dope. You actually get some pretty sick tones. Go. Check it out. It works. Can you believe it? I'm just kidding. I knew it all along. Now, you got to hook up the power. As I mentioned before, 6 channels provide 100 milliamps each, and I'll be utilizing 2 of those channels to plug in the PG14 by JHS and the Octa by Amoon, which is a cheap octave pedal I found on Amazon a while back. The Cab M is a cab modeler and IR loader by 2 Notes. It requires 300 milliamps of power. I'll use one of the 250 milliamp power outputs, which you're probably doing the math in your head right now and realize that isn't enough power, but I already tested this and the pedal works, so I'm rolling with it. And lastly is cable management. It's annoying, but it's actually pretty easy. I got these 3/4 inch zip tie mounts with adhesive on the bottom. Next time I might get bigger ones just so I have more adhesive surface area. But all you do is put a zip tie through the hole in the top, add your cables to the loop, and snip off the excess. And once you've made it this far, that's pretty much it. You could plug in, start playing, and then decide you want more pedals and have to start all over again. But that's part of the beauty of guitar playing, getting lost in the endless possibilities. I hope you enjoyed at least one thing about this video. If you did, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons so that my mommy will be proud of me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.